Hello, fellow Whovians. Welcome to Mr.Who Reviews. Today we're in Doctor Who, The Christmas Invasion. Before I get to the mini episode that was on for Children in Need for 2005, and it's between Parent Ways and The Christmas Invasion. So just go to some Rose's reaction to the Doctor regenerating into the 10th body, and at first not believing it's Doctor, but then to finally accepting that it is, and see he wants to go home, so Doctor goes bring home, and he's going a bit crazy, keep putting the speed up on the TARDIS, and he resists off all the stuff he's seen in season 1. And turned out the speed of the TARDIS was bad since the episode starts with Mickey and Jackie hearing the TARDIS engines, and they kind of crash lands into London. Doctor's passed out, just talk and try and find the words that he wanted to say to Mickey and Jackie, and as he says them, he passes out. Yeah, and so he's still going through his regeneration process, and when Rose and Jackie leave him in bed, the regeneration leaves his mouth out of the space. And when Rose and Mickey go crazy something, they get attacked by an orchestra of Santa Clauses. And then when they go back to Rose and her man's apartment, they get attacked by a Christmas tree. Yeah. And Rose does break Doctor up, and he destroys the Christmas tree with the Sonic, and he kind of scares off the Santa Clauses, which he names Pilofish. They're kind of like scouts that try to harvest energy, so the reasons here probably because they picked up the regeneration energy that Doctor allowed. I do kind of like the scene with the Doctor trying to tell Jackie what he needs, but Jackie keeps talking over him and finally tells her to shut up. And throughout, well, Rose actually woke up too early, and the regeneration process probably gone bad. And it also reveals that Harriet Jones is Prime Minister now. And then after the pilot fish come, the human race gets a message from aliens. They're being known as the Ziggurats, and I do like to design them with helmet on and with helmet off. This was great. And turns out the Ziggurats took one of Britain's satellites known as Guinevere 1. Yeah, and the guy that was in charge of putting stuff in satellites is with the unit, and Harriet's there as well. Turns out with the Doctor indisposed, the TARDIS centrational circuits aren't working, so Rose can't really understand the Ziggurats when he sends a message. But the unit, one of the unit employees, or Harry's right-hand man, makes a translation, a gizmo. The Ziggurats threatens to kill 1/3 of the human population by using some sort of thing that could be seen as magic, but actually technology. And the Doctor they are named as Blood Troll. And that they got the blood type A from the Guinevere 1 satellite, and the guy that put it there just feeling guilty. So when Harriet, and the Major from unit to get teleported up by an right-hand man, he tries to negotiate peace with Ziggurats. They kill him with an electro whip. Yeah. And it's because of Major as well. And throughout the Ziggurat sort of get conquerors or scavengers are saying, well, over on their ship that the earth belongs to them and humans are their slaves and that. Rose is trying pretty hard to believe that the person in the bed is the doctor. I don't know if she's going through this the 5 stages of grief, since I don't think it's went through bargaining, and it's being a bit or a bit mean to her mom and Mickey at some points. I don't know why Mickey is trying to get her back, since I thought back in Boomtown he just accepted that Rose and him aren't gonna be a thing anymore, and he's gonna go through a darker path, but you know. Rose thinking that they're probably doomed, so it's to hide in the TARDIS, and she and Mickey mess with the TARDIS console and send out a signal to the Ziggurats. Yep, I don't know why they're doing that. I would have thought Doctor would have shown her how to use the console, but I don't know. Where's this camera? This camera. Anyway, Ziggurats pick up the signal to the TARDIS and transport it up. And after he capture Rose and Mickey when they go to TARDIS, and Rose's mom is just left up back on Earth when she's trying to get the food in. Rose does try to negotiate with the Ziggurats, but yeah, she doesn't really do a good job. The Ziggurats actually laughing at her. They were gonna kill her, but they had to speak how awesome they are and how weak the human race is. Eventually the Ziggurat leader is speaking English. Rose knows that if the Ziggurats are speaking English and the translation circuits are working, and lo and behold, the doctors open up the TARDIS doors. It turns out when Mickey was captured that he dropped the tea that Rose's mom left, and turned out that Doctor needed the tea fumes because they surround him and fix his brain. The first impressions of the Doctor is kind of good. He actually negates the powers of the electro whip and breaks some softs and makes some jokes. Him and Harriet again is kind of goes well. The lead scene where he find it hard to say fantastic, but I understand why they deleted it. They able to get the people that were under the Ziggurat's control out of it, since he knew that the blood control wouldn't have made him jump off the building, since it's kind of like a hypnotism. You can't really talk somebody into death. I do kind of like the part when he's quoting Lion King, and then just challenging the Ziggurat leader to a fight for the planet. And yeah, it was good, and eventually the Doctor does win after he gets his hand chopped off and blood comes out. I thought it was for 12, but it was on blood before, but he actually throws a Satsuma to activate a trap door killing the Ziggurat later when he's about to kill the Doctor. Kind of like the line he says when after he did that, saying no second chances, I'm that sort of man. Yeah. And just his speech to the rest of the Ziggurats on their ship, just saying not to come back, or the band to come back since he won, and to tell the aliens that Earth is defended. Things seem to be on a happier note, but then Harry gives Torchwood to go ahead to used alien technology they got back in 1996 to destroy the Zikrat's ship. Doctor is just peeved and destroys Harriet Jones's position as Prime Minister with just 6 words. Yeah, I don't know if that was a good thing, since what happens later is sort of his fault with Harold Saxon becoming Prime Minister and him to stay in history. Anyway, after that, Rose, Mom, and Mickey are celebrating Christmas while the Doctor is picking out his new clothes, and the song Top 10. They play and I just love it. And while they're putting hats from Christmas crackers, Harry Jones is getting hounded by the press whether he's fit for office, and Doctor wants to wear his glasses on. Everybody else will say, here's the snow outside. Turns out the snow is actually Zikrat ashes, and the ship breaking up just looks like meters gone by. When Mickey hears that Rose is going off again, and he's upset again. It's is over her, and I kind of like Doctor's rebuttal against Jackie's comment that he thinks the two of them go looking for trouble, and him saying fantastic, and it's end with him pointing out the road which direction they're gonna go. Yeah, this is okay episode. I think this got better when the 10 doctors just woke up. And I do think 11 hours is a bit better than this, but probably because it has a doctor more, but whatever. I think they could have had the 10th doctor having some characteristics of his past incarnations, kind of like what they did with the 4th Doctor's Generation episode and the 5th ones, but don't know, since I think the 5th one, the regeneration process was going on as well. But I do like the scene where the Doctor just lists off some characteristics, some personality he might have, since he says, you know what, I don't know who he is. Like, he knows he's a doctor, but I don't know what type of person he is. And I think Tennant is good as a doctor, even though they didn't really show him much in this. They done more in next episode, and I think he's better than that. And I do think Billy Piper acted well in this, but yeah, I think Rose just moans and whines too much like usual. And Doctor taking down Harriet Jones's government the same, like wasn't really needed. But I guess just angry since he gave a speech just to tell the Zikrats to tell the other people, other races out there what they expect from the Earth, and Harry just told them to be monsters. But yeah, now. And also the Torchwood hints were pretty good, but I don't know how the Major knew about Torchwood if Harry said that the United Nations isn't supposed to know about it and C isn't. I wonder how C heard about Torchwood. Just one joke of every known who Harriet is when she introduces herself. Just that the Doctor is responsible for the pilot fits, and probably the Zikrat come in, and Mickey and Rose is responsible for the Zikrats finding them. Yeah, they make their own problems, but yeah, I think in a lot of TV shows now the protagonists are just the main characters. Everyone's causing problems. Well, me as well, but whatever. Anyway, next week be a sequel to the end of the world with the two characters from that episode that come back. Billy Piper and Tim does stress out their comedic muscles. So it'll probably be okay, but might have some good points as well. And I have cat people looking more like cats than the movie Cats. I'll probably play as well. But until next time. Until next time. I'll see you guys later.